dear students for the grade 10 commerce class of St. Peter's College, Kalapur, branch. Yes, children, already we will discussing about the accounting equation. Yes. Now we will try to do the activities that you have given in your textbook. Upon the page number 67, activity 1. So you can check your answers for the question that you have given in your textbook. Second question. The following accounting equation of Jayanta's business shows the impact of transactions occurred in April in year you can imagine. Okay. Here children, you learn how to record transactions. If you have given a few transactions for a month, you learn how to record those transactions to the accounting equation. But this question a little bit different than that. Here you have given the answer. Already you have given the amounts by applying the values to the accounting equation. So now you have to create the transactions according to these values. Okay. Finally, you have given a small note. Owner has not taken any cash drawings during the month. Owner has not taken any cash drawings during the month. You know, if owner used any amount of money or goods, definitely we should consider it as drawings. So at that time we will record that amount. If he used goods, we should subtract that amount from stocks and equity. If he used cash, that amount we should subtract from cash amount and equity. But according to this note, owner has not taken any cash drawings, but you don't have given about stocks or goods. Here they have given only cash. He doesn't take any cash drawings during the month. So keep it in your mind that, and for the next question. Required, describe each transaction with the related amounts. So let's start to write the transactions that you have given according to the question. First one children, I explained you, if you have given opening balances, definitely you should first record those opening balances, and after that you should record the transactions that you have given. So here you have given opening balances for motor vehicles, stocks, cash, equity, creditors. So first of all, before going to record the transactions according the date that you have given, you should record the opening balances of each element. First transaction, the date you can write April 1st. Motor vehicles, the opening balances you can write the opening balances of Jayanta's business. In April, and here you can write here in April. In year you can imagine. So the amounts that you have given, according to the amounts you can write motor vehicles, $500. Here you should write the rupee value, 500,000. Next balance stock, 200,000. Another balance you have given cash amount, cash 200,000. Equity 700,000. Creditors amount also you have given 200,000. So according to this question, so you have given the opening balances. 1st of April you have given all these opening balances, but you don't have given the opening balances of debtors. But except debtors, you have given all the other balances. Next one. Now you should consider the date. 3rd of April, you have given a transaction. So next transaction will start from 3rd of April. Here children, cash increase. Always you should consider about the symbol that you have given, plus or minus. Cash plus value you have given 300,000. Equity plus value 300,000. That means cash increase, equity increase. So now you can think what is the transaction you should apply here. What is the transaction? Owner investor. That means owner investor. Additional capital. Why I explain additional capital? Already you have given equity amount, the balance 700,000. So except this amount, if he feels that amount is not enough, he can use more capital. He can invest more capital. So that capital will called as additional capital. That is the first transaction after these, after writing these balances. Next one, go to the next transaction, 5th of April. Here, stocks increase 100,000. Here you have given plus value. Creditors increase 100,000. Stock increase, creditors increase. That means, according to this transaction, so you can think asset increase, liabilities increase. So the transaction will be purchase goods 100,000 value of goods on credit basis. It is not on cash basis. If he purchases that amount of goods on cash basis, definitely cash will decrease. But instead of decreasing cash, here you have given increase creditors. So you should write that transaction according to the date. Purchase goods ₹100,000 on credit basis. Stocks increase, creditors increase. Next transaction you have given 8th of April. That means cash decrease, creditors decrease. Cash decrease, creditors decrease 50,000. Amount of creditors decrease and cash decrease. That means here they paid that amount of money to creditors. So because of that, cash decrease, creditors, amount of the creditors also decrease. So the next transaction, paid creditors, the amount ₹50,000. Yes. Next transaction, 10th of April. Here cash decrease 10,000, equity decrease 10,000. Cash decrease, equity decrease. Here children, you have given a small note. Okay. What is the note? Owner has not taken any cash drawings during the month. So if there is no drawings, you should consider this amount as an expense. Cash decrease, equity decrease. So you cannot consider it as an drawing. So already you have given a note for that. So you should consider it as an expense. So you should write the answer, the transaction paid and expense, any expense. That expense may be salary, that expense may be a rent expense, any expense you can write here. Instead of that, I write the name of it, I write expense. Paid and expense 10,000 rupees. Next one, 11th of April. So if you have given the number of transaction, you should write here the number. If you have given the date of the transaction, you should write the date here. Here 11th of April, consider the stocks amount decreased 6,000, debtors amount increased 100,000, equity amount increased 40,000. The differences between stocks and debtors, so you can see that there is a 40,000 value of difference. That will be the income. That means 60,000 cost of stocks, they sold as 100,000 value. Because of selling that amount, so they earn 40,000 value of income. So you can write it as a transaction. Sold goods which cost 60,000 at rupees 100,000 on credit basis. Why I wrote here on credit basis? Here instead of increasing cash, here increase debtors. So if he sold goods on cash basis, you should write here cash. But here he sold this amount of 60,000 value of goods on credit basis. That's why debtors has increased. Next transaction, 17th of April, motor vehicles increased 200,000 and equity increased 200,000. Motor vehicle increased 200,000, equity increased 200,000 means children. Here already you have given a note. Owner has not taken any cash drawings during the month. So that is regarding the equity. Here also it influenced to the equity. Motor vehicles, but they didn't purchase this value of motor vehicle. If they purchase this amount of this value of motor vehicle, definitely that amount should decrease from cash. But he didn't purchase any motor vehicle by using the money of the business. So his personal motor vehicle he invested here to the business. So at that time it is also we are considering as additional capital. So you can write the transaction according to this way. On invested his personal motor vehicle value rupees 200,000 to his business. So owner invested his personal motor vehicle to the business. That value is 200,000. transaction 19th of April. So I continue the sum according to this way. 19th of April. Here stocks decrease, equity decrease. Stock decrease, equity decrease. That means here you should consider the stock decrease means it has not sold. Okay. Here you should consider it as he used this value of stocks to his personal use. But for the note that you have given, on has not taken any cash drawings during the month, but we can consider there may be some drawings regarding the goods. So already he used 20,000 value of stocks. So you should record it as according to this way: used, owner used, rupees 20,000 value of stocks to his personal use. Next transaction, 23rd of April. 23rd of April. So here debtors amount decrease, cash amount increase. Debtors amount decrease, cash amount increase means they paid to debtors. They issued from they received from debtors 20,000. That's why cash amount increase and debtors amount decrease. So you can write it as a transaction. Received from debtors 20,000. Received from debtors 20,000. So next transaction, 28th of April. 28th of April. Here stocks amount decrease, equity amount decrease. Stocks amount 5,000 decrease and equity amount 5,000 decrease. That means it is also we should consider as personal use of stocks. That means drawings. So you can write it as owner used, owner used 5,000 value of stocks to his personal use. So that is regarding 28th of April. That means he used 5,000 value of goods to his personal use. But he cannot use money as drawings. You always keep it in your mind. Next one, 30th of April. Here equity increase 50,000, creditors decrease 50,000. Equity increase 50,000, creditors decrease 50,000 means this is not any payment for creditors. Here equity, if there is any payment for creditors, definitely cash should decrease and creditors should decrease. But here equity increase, that means he paid this amount of money, that means 50,000 value to creditors by using his personal money. That's why equity increase and creditors decrease. So it is also we should consider as after investing additional capital, he used that additional capital to pay for creditors. Owner used 50,000 value of his personal money to pay for creditors. Okay, that's all transactions that you have given according to the activity 1. So children, please check the answers, the sum that you have given according to the equation, and concentrate on all these transactions, how you can create transactions that if you have given the answer. Okay. Okay children, next one, another question that you have given, activity 2. Activity 2, you have given a sum. So now you should apply the transactions that you have given to the accounting equation. Page number 67, activity 2. Activity 2. Here, first you should write the equation. Assets equal equity plus liability. Okay, and you should write here the rupee value. And you should leave one line, one rule here to classify these assets. So here just I wrote the classification according to X, Y, Z, but according to the name of the asset you should write according to the transaction. So after that, if there are balances, you should record it first. If there are opening balances, you should record those balances first. If you don't have given the opening balances, you can start from the transactions that you have given. According to this sum, the following are the transactions relevant to the month of January in year of Thisuri's business. So already you don't have given any opening balances. So you can start from the first transaction. It started from 1st of January. So you can write here the date. 1st of January. First transaction. Invested 300,000 rupees as capital. Invested 300,000 rupees as capital means assets. Cash assets increase and equity increase. We call it as capital. So capital increase. First transaction, cash increase 300,000. Capital increase 300,000. Investing capital to the business. Second transaction, 4th of January. Purchase goods at 50,000 rupees. Purchase goods at 50,000 rupees. Here, this is if purchase goods on credit basis, they should give it, but here you don't have given that word, so you should consider it as cash basis. So at that time, cash decrease 50,000. Stock assets, that means asset, stocks means it is an asset, so that asset will increase. Stocks increase 50,000. Next one, 9th of January. 9th of January, January you have given pay 10,000 rupees of monthly rent. Pay 10,000 rupees of monthly rent. That means you know it is an expense. Monthly rent means definitely cash amount will decrease and equity also will decrease because it is an expense. So at that time you should decrease that amount 10,000 from cash and equity also. Next one, 13th of January. Here sold goods which cost 40,000 rupees at 60,000 rupees. But children, here you should change this question according to this way. There is a small mistake. You should change it as on credit basis because later on you can get the transaction about the debtors. Here already we don't have given the opening balance of debtors. So if they didn't provide that opening balance, this is definitely this transaction should be happen on credit basis. So please change the transaction. The end of the transaction you should write these few words on credit basis. So concentrate on that. So that transaction on credit basis. So it is not on cash basis. So sold goods which cost 40,000 rupees at 60,000 means on credit basis means stocks will decrease 40,000. Definitely there is a profit. So that amount increased, not cash. Okay, they didn't receive, they didn't get cash, but instead of cash, created debtors. Debtors 60,000 increase. And you can see here the difference at 60,000 minus 40,000. So there is a difference. That difference is plus 20,000. What is this? This is profit or income. So definitely you should add this value to the equity amount. 20,000 plus equity. It is an income. So now you can see the equation will be 0. Okay. Next transaction, 19th of January. Obtain a bank loan of 300,000 rupees. Obtain a bank loan. Because of obtaining a bank loan, what will happen to the cash amount? Definitely cash amount will increase. And creating a liability as bank loan. Bank loan. So 19th of January, cash increase 300,000 and bank loan liability increase 300,000. Next date, 21st of January. 21st of January. Pay 10,000 rupees from the business for telephone bill. Here also there is a small mistake that you have given according to your textbook. Please change it as Tisuris. Here you have given the name Tusharis, but that is not the word. Correct name Tisuris. So here pay 10,000 rupees from the business for telephone bill of Tisuris house. That means he used cash of the business for his personal use. That means he used 10,000 value of cash to pay his personal bill, telephone bill. So at that time it considered as drawings. Okay, cash decrease 10,000 rupees and equity also should decrease 10,000 rupees. So next one, 28th of January. Receive 30,000 rupees from debtors. Receive 30,000 rupees from debtors. That means definitely debtors amount will decrease 30,000 and cash amount will increase 30,000. So you should write here the amount. Cash increase 30,000, debtors decrease 30,000. So according to the 13th of January, I explained you this transaction based on credit basis. So that's why debtors created. So from that amount they paid 30,000. That amount you should subtract. Next transaction, 30th of January. Paid interest of to 5,000 rupees for the bank loan. Paid interest of to 5,000 rupees for the bank loan. It is an expense. So bank loan interest means it is an expense. So if it is an expense, so definitely you should subtract that amount from cash and equity. 5,000 cash decrease. 5,000 equity decrease because it is an expense. Next one, 31st of January. Paid electricity bill 5,000 rupees. Paid electricity bill 5,000 rupees means it is also an expense. In the same way you should record it. So cash will decrease 5,000. Equity will decrease 5,000. Cash decrease 5,000. Equity decrease 5,000 because it is an expense. Now children, you can get the total final balances of all these assets, equity and liability. So first you should get plus values and minus values. According to this sum also plus stock value, plus cash value and minus stock, minus cash. If there is no minus value, you should concentrate on only the plus values. So plus equity value, minus equity values, plus bank loan or liabilities. You can find out what are the plus values and minus values. So after that you should subtract minus values from plus values and get the final balances or closing balances for the next month. So that will be this closing balance of January month. So definitely will be considered as the opening balance of month of February. Next one children, activity 4, page number 68. Activity 4, page number 68. So according to this question, it is also a little bit different than other questions. Here the following table shows the impacts of transaction to accounting equation of a business. Here children, you don't have given any value, but you have given two words, increase, decrease. I explained you when you are recording the transactions to the equation, always you should concentrate on the symbol, that means plus or minus. Here you have given the date, asset value, equity and liability, but not as amounts or values. Here you have given increase or decrease. So finally you have given this question. According to this equation, write two possible transactions with amounts that may have taken place during each day. So according to the information that you have given, definitely you should write by using this information two transactions. Okay, concentrate on this question. June, 1st of June. Here you have given the date, assets, equal equity plus liability. Here, according to the 1st of June, I will write the two transactions according to the theory that you have given. So here, assets increase and asset decrease. That asset may be any kind of assets. That means it may be cash, it may be debtors, it may be stocks. Okay. So likewise, concentrating on that theory, you should create two transactions according to the theory that you have given. In which occasions that assets increase and assets decrease. So one transaction I provide here. First one, received cash from debtors. With the value you should write this transaction. Received cash from debtors 50,000 rupees. That means according to this one, so assets increase, that means debtors cash increase, cash asset increase and decrease debtors. So based on this, you can create this transaction: asset increase and asset decrease. So likewise, children, another transaction you can create. As an example, purchase goods 10,000 rupees. Another transaction, purchase goods 10,000 rupees. So based on this transaction, you can see stocks increase. Stocks increase. So asset increase. And this is on cash basis, not on credit basis. So at that time, cash decrease. That means assets decrease. So likewise, you can create transaction according to theory that you have given. More transactions you can take. Next one, for the next date, 2nd of June. First transaction. Here, according to this theory, asset decrease, equity decrease. Asset decrease, equity decrease. In which occasion asset will decrease and equity will decrease. That means, here children, if he use cash for his personal use, so at that time asset decrease, equity decrease. That is a one transaction you can apply for this theory. First transaction, owner use 20,000 rupees for his personal use. That means here cash decrease. That means asset decrease. What will happen to the equity? Equity also decrease. Equity decrease. So you can write this transaction according to the theory that you have given. So second transaction you can write, pay 100,000 salary. Pay 100,000 rupees of salary. That means that is an expense. So that is an expense. It is happening based on the cash basis. So cash will decrease, equity will decrease. If there is an expense, definitely you should subtract that amount from equity. So at that time, cash is an asset. It decrease. Equity also decrease because it's an expense. Okay, due to expense, equity will decrease. Those two transactions we can apply for the theory that you have given. Next day. 3rd of June. Here assets increase, liability increase. Assets increase, liability increase. Think one transaction about this. By obtaining a bank loan, what will happen to the assets? Definitely cash will increase, liability, bank loan liability will increase. So here according to this theory, asset increase, liability increase by obtaining a bank loan. First transaction, obtain a bank loan. Any value you can apply here, 50,000 rupees. So according to that, cash increase, set asset increase. The value you can apply here for this theory. Next one, bank loan. It's a liability. Increase. According to that theory, you can consider on that. Next one, next transaction, purchase goods on credit basis. Any value you can apply. Purchase goods on credit basis. Purchase goods on credit basis. Any value 100,000 rupees. So here, because of purchasing goods on credit basis, creditors will increase. That means creditors means liability. And stocks means it's an asset. Stocks increase because it's an asset. Creditors increase because it's an liability. So, stocks increase, creditors increase because of this transaction. Next one. Fourth of June. First transaction. The theory you have given, assets increase, equity increase. Assets and equity can increase because according to this transaction. Because of an income. So, received commission. Received commission, income, 5,000. 5,000 rupees. Because of that, cash increase, that means assets increase. Equity, here equity also increase because it is an income. Another transaction you can consider here, additional capital. By investing additional capital, again assets will increase, equity will increase. On an investor, 40,000 rupees as additional capital. So because of this transaction, cash increase because it's an asset, equity also increase because it's an increasing of assets, because increasing assets, equity also definitely increase because of additional capital. Next date. 5th of June 5th. So here assets decrease, liability decrease. Asset decrease, liability decrease. That means, so in which cases that assets and liability the owner paid the bank installments, bank loans. So at that time cash will decrease, bank loan will decrease. So you can write it as an transaction. Paid bank loan 50,000 rupees. So at that time cash decrease because it's an asset, and bank loan decrease because it's an liability. So another transaction, payments for creditors. So we owner making payments for creditors. So at that time cash will decrease and liability also decrease. That means creditors amount also will decrease. Pay to creditors 10,000 rupees. That any value you can write here because you don't have given any constant value. You can write any value here. So at that time cash decrease because asset decrease. Creditors and liability decrease. So here according to this theory, asset decrease, liabilities decrease. According to this activity, so already we finished discussing about the answers. So children, the activities and the questions I have given about the accounting equation. So more sums you can solve according to by applying according to the accounting equation. Yes children, thank you. God bless you.